Hey, how's it going? It's Scuba here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Super Meat Boy on the Nintendo Switch. Now, Super Meat Boy is an indie game developed by developers Edmund McMillen and Tommy Refenes. Hopefully I pronounced his name right. Together, they form Team Meat. Now, Edmund McMillen, you may have heard of him. He is also the brains behind Bindings of Isaac, as well as the recently released on Switch The End Is Nigh. Now, Super Meat Boy is the successor to the popular Newgrounds.com Flash game by a similar name, but simply called Meat Boy. Now, Super Meat Boy was initially released on the Xbox 360 in October 2010 through the Xbox Live Arcade program. Super Meat Boy was then released for PC in November 2010, and then Apple OS X, Linux, PS4, PS Vita, Wii U, and finally now the Switch. So what is Super Meat Boy? Well, if you've been living under a rock and have never played the game before, Super Meat Boy is a brutally hard platformer where muscle memory and lightning quick reactions are key to the game. In the game, you play Meat Boy, who is on a mission to save his girlfriend, named Bandage Girl, who has been kidnapped by our villain, the evil Dr. Fetus. Now in this game, be prepared to die. And when I say be prepared to die a lot, and potentially throw your controller across the room. Luckily in this game, the second you would die, you're immediately sent back to the start of the level, so then more often than not, you can just repeat the same mistake you made again and carry on dying. Now the game consists of 6 worlds, which contain on average around 17 levels, as well as a boss at the end. The levels start off very simple, like you're seeing in the background now, with the first few being designed just to teach the game mechanics, really teach you to jump, how to jump high, boost jump, things like that. But the difficulty soon ramps up with obstacles such as razor blades, homing missiles, demons from hell, and many others to make your journey to say Bandage Girl as difficult as possible. Now each level has a target time, which is displayed on the world map. Beat this time, you will receive an A+ rating. Once you achieve an A+ rating on a level, you can then play the level in the Dark World. Now what the Dark World is essentially a much harder version of the level and the world itself, with more traps and obstacles to navigate, giving you more reasons to throw your controller across the room. But one thing I do love about Super Meat Boy is the sense of accomplishment you get when you finally beat the level that's been given difficulty for some time. I had it earlier when I was playing the game, and I just kept making the same mistake over and over again. And then you look at the game a little bit more closely, and then you think, oh, I could have jumped there. And you do it, and then it's like, Shazam, you've got it. So in the game, there's also many collectibles to get, in the form of bandages scattered throughout many of the levels. These can be used to unlock alternative characters to play as, each with their own unique movement attributes, such as one of the guys I've got, he can kind of float dash across. I've only actually unlocked one person at the moment. There are many more, I know. They're all from popular indie titles. There are also warp zones hidden throughout many of the levels, which are a throwback to classic games and consoles. In these warp zones you may play a game with graphic style of Game Boy, or like you can see on the screen at the moment, in a more kind of SNES style, and these range of difficulties, and these can also be used to unlock characters in the game. That's how I unlocked the one character that I have unlocked in the game. These also vary on sort of how they're set up, so this one on screen, for example, you've got 3 lives, whereas there are some where you would have unlimited lives, so it varies. So how does the game play on the Switch? Well, the game handles as good as ever on the Switch. I've played the game on both the Pro Controller as well as the Joy-Cons themselves, and both offer the precision required to control Meat Boy as needed. The game looks absolutely fantastic. If anything, it looks sharper on the Switch than the initial Xbox 360 release. Much of the audio is slightly different as well, I have noticed. I don't know if it's just because I haven't played the 360 version so long, but some of the sounds just sounded a lot more profound and a lot more dramatic, which gave the game that bit of extra polish. So whilst on the subject of audio, we need to talk about the soundtrack. The soundtrack is absolutely fantastic. Each world soundtrack fits the theme perfectly and really does a great job of getting the adrenaline pumping in some of the more difficult levels. So, should you buy the Switch version if you already own the game on another system? Well, that depends how angry you are. If you threw your controller across the room in the past, you certainly don't want to do that with your Switch. That'd be a very expensive mistake. but for those of us with a more calm temperament, I would 100% recommend picking up the game again. Having Super Meat Boy on the go is worth the price of admission alone, and the game really suits portability well. You can play for hours if you wish, but if you just want to pick up the game, jump in and do a level or two, the game caters to this perfectly as well. I should also mention the Switch version also has a race mode where you can locally race against one of your friends. As I don't have any friends, I haven't been able to test this out, but I hear it's good. So for those that haven't played Super Meat Boy before, then what are you waiting for? Head to the store and pick this up now. So to summarise, beautiful graphics, excellent sound, perfect controls, excellent difficulty curve. And with that in mind, I'm going to award Super Meat Boy the ranking for a must-have game. So thanks for watching. This has been my first review. I'm going to start doing more reviews on the channel. If you've enjoyed your review, please subscribe to the channel and keep up with all the reviews, and thanks for watching. Now I'll leave you with some more footage of the game. Thanks again.